I think there's some enemies in here actually. Yep, there's some enemies. There's always, things don't go right unless there's, any enemies spawning. It's like you just can't read what you have to read without having to deal with the enemies. Good thing they're the level 2 enemies though, so it shouldn't take that long to take them out, but pretty sure they're going to have infinite health, and of course they're going to keep respawning because that's what they love to do, and it's kind of stupid actually. I'm glad I think they fixed it in later games. Hopefully, I do plan on doing later games at some point, but yeah, maybe I won't do them if they have this annoyance in them. But anyway, this is Venus Feather, which is pretty awesome. Let's get this red orb stuff, and let's get some more health because we obviously need the healths and stuff. 8 dead ends, 1 way out. Will you find it before the flames of Hades consume you? Vegas verse 3, chief architect and loyal subject of the gods. Kind of sounds like a thriller for like the ending of an episode of something or something. Kind of like a what do you call it? It's not a thriller, but a filler or cliffhanger or whatever. I think cliffhanger is the term that people use. But the hidden door is somewhere on this side. But there's other doors you can go through that have stuff. Like the only hidden things that they really have is like red orbs and health and whatnot. Can I make it actually? Come on. Oh, son of a bitch. But yeah, I think this is it. Yep. I can't believe I actually remembered that flawlessly. But yeah, let's go in this room right here, and yeah, but if you want to go ahead and check all those doors, you can. I mean, I can't stop you, obviously, but yeah, if you want to check them all, there's pretty much nothing super important. Like, I don't think, because I've checked all the doors, and I don't think there's like anything like, Phoenix Feather or a Gorgon's Eye or, anything hidden. It's just basically, just normal stuff. Like, there's a health chest, there's, which is pretty ironic, I guess, but there's a health chest, there's red orb chest, and maybe a magic chest or two, I don't really know, but yeah, it's basically nothing really super important, and I am probably not really paying attention to fighting these guys because I'm too busy talking to you guys about, what's what, I guess. And my hair itches again, which is great. I'm probably gonna pause again because I'm kind of thirsty, but I'll wait until I kill these assholes because they're very annoying. But yeah, there I go again, cursing, which is something I really don't like to do, but hey, I keep doing it. But yeah, don't think I'm like a potty mouth basically, but yeah, sometimes when you're playing video games, it's kind of it's gonna happen basically. It's gonna happen. I mean, you're playing Call of Duty, man. You're 13 years old, and your parents don't like you to cuss, but you randomly leave the door open and you get killed by a random nade, and you're like, damn it, and your dad's like, hey man, you're grounded, man, for like 2 months or something. But yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore, but hopefully these guys will stop having infinite health. I mean, their freaking O thing hasn't even showed up yet, which is weird because I've done a pretty good amount of damage to them, so I don't know why the O didn't show up. But let's do, this move right here actually does, are you freaking kidding me? He's gonna do his whole bull charging thing, which is complete crap, really. Come on, are you kidding me? Come on. Can I not? I can't even land a hit. Come on. Wow. Are you kidding me? This is annoying. Seriously? I guess it doesn't work on them. Wow. Does it not work on them? I don't think it... Nope, it doesn't work on them. Great. But yeah, their O hasn't even showed up. So I don't know how long this is going to take. So if it takes like an hour or so, then that's going to be kind of screwed up because, I don't need an hour to happen. Come on, can I actually make it? Yes, I made it to the L. Great. And there goes another car passing by. Awesome. Okay, wow. Thank you, O's, for showing up. I'm not going to even do the cutscene thing because I want to sort of kill them straight away. And, of course, another one spawns in. Great. Oh, come on, your partner didn't take this long to kill. Are you dead yet? Yes, thank God. I'm gonna go ahead and kill these guys straight away because I don't really feel like them bitchily or whatever you want to call it, shooting arrows at me from like a distance and, just not really joining the main fight, just kind of shooting me from the side. And of course they keep respawning as well because they're great, and yeah, that's what they love to do. Is that it? I think, okay, yeah, that's it for them. Let's kill these two young men here. Two nice, handsome young men. Not really, can't really see what they look like, but like I said, they kind of look like zombies, and yeah, zombies are not handsome. Can you really? Yeah, you really can't. Okay, he blocked there, so that was that. If I could just get a... Yeah, you can't launch them in the air, so that's kind of blows. Nope, you can't launch them in the air, apparently. Yeah, see, if I would have been able to do it, he most likely would have launched in the air, so this kind of blows that you can't launch them in the air. Come on. Let's go. I'm gonna use a plume of Prometheus and see what that does. Let's see, you know what? I should probably power up my blades, actually, because this is taking a really long time to deal with. And I'm not really that big of a fan of things taking a really long time. So let's go ahead and power up the blades randomly. I mean, I just kind of jumped into it and said, hey, let's power up the blades without even consoling in someone first. Maybe I should have asked my parents, you know, what they think about it. Hey, Mom and Dad, should I power up the blades, or should I don't know, power up something else, I guess. And even with this new power-up, they're still taking a really long time to deal with. Wow, this is really annoying. I don't think you guys understand the annoyance of how long this takes. Come on, man, you should be dead. Jesus. Wow, his O hasn't even showed up yet, and I just powered it up. I mean, that should at least happen the time by half. There you go. Come on. Come on. Can you please stop doing your ultimate 50-hit combos? Thank you. But I'm going to go this way first, because obviously this is a sort of a hidden path, I guess. What's over here? What is over here? Okay, this is somewhere I need to go, obviously, but I'm going to kind of hold off, because I kind of want to look for some health first. I don't want to die, which would be kind of bad. I think there is some health somewhere over here. There you go, there's some health, man. And you gotta kill these guys first to get it. Great. You can't get anywhere in life unless you know you kill the enemies first, I guess. Wow, that's definitely not right. Don't use that advice, because that's pretty bad. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Not even enemies deserve to be killed, because killing people is pretty bad in my books. I'm not even trying to, you know, make a joke about it. Killing people is pretty bad, so yeah, don't do it. I don't know, I guess that's something I can kind of like mention. I'm not going to talk about it for a long time, but I'm going to kind of touch base on it, because it's kind of a topic that annoys me, but you know, I can't really stop it from happening. It's the fact that people blame, you know, bad stuff on video games. If you guys don't know, which it kind of scares me to talk about, but you know, gotta kind of talk about it, I guess. I mean, they talk about it in the news, so why not me talk about it in, you know, this video. I'm talking about the guy that, you know, did the whole Navy Yard shooting in Washington, D.C. I don't know if you guys watch the news and, you know, been watching what's going on, but it was a pretty random, like, violent act. And I say random because, I mean, you know, people couldn't have predicted this. You really can't predict anything that's, you know, going to happen, like, you know, 9/11 or something like that, but yeah, something very terrible happened in Washington, D.C. I actually watched it like the day of it happening. And yeah, I just remember thinking like, wow, are you kidding me? Like I don't know, like you would think by this point, and I don't really know how to say this, but I don't want to sound like I don't care, because saying this, it can kind of sound like I don't care, but you would think at this point you'd be kind of used to it by now, because I mean, we've heard about a lot of stuff on the news happening, like, you know, daily, like daily bad things happening, like whether it be someone getting kidnapped or someone getting killed, or just random evil things happening. And you would think that by this point, you know, you'd be kind of used to it at this point, but I mean, honestly, you know, when I heard about that, I was just kind of like, you know, wow, this was kind of like level 10 for me, sort of, you know, violence and, you know, random evil, basically. Like, it was just weird and just like terrible. Like, wow, it was really wow, basically. Like, how could, you know, this person just do that, basically? But yeah, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you should definitely like Google it. It was a pretty bad thing to happen, and the guy, you know, he's dead now because, you know, the cops killed him. But yeah, I don't know, it was just kind of like, weird that they would just randomly blame that on video games. They said the guy was like lonely or something, and mainly played video games, I guess. So they were saying that video games could have caused him to do that, which is just a weird thing to say. Like, how can you blame that on video games? I mean, yes, I understand that there's some people out there that go crazy when they play video games and think that they can really do this in real life, but it's just not logical in my honest opinion. I mean, I'm not the best person as far as like psychologically the best person, I guess, to be talking about this stuff, because I don't really know all the facts that like scientists use. But I mean, honestly, I just really don't think video games could cause that person to do that. Like the Sandy Hook incident, which still in my honest opinion is pretty bad. Like, people aren't ever going to forget that, but they were kind of saying that guy was doing that because of video games, and it was just like weird to me. Like, how could you blame video games on all that? It's like, I know they need someone to blame for this. Like, for instance, let's say the Holocaust. Obviously they're blaming the whole thing on Hitler. Let's forget about all